And then we need to talk about cop news.
Cop news, cop news, cop news. What you gonna do is cop news. That's the name of the segment.
It is. And they are two drastically different stories. But the first one involving one of the most American things in the world, these guys. But if you flip off the wrong person, you know, freedom's gonna have consequences. And that's exactly what Gregory Bombard found out back in 2018. Because apparently Vermont State Trooper Jay Riggin thought that he saw Bombard give him the finger. So he pulls the guy over and he gives him some lip.
No, it looked like you put me out when you were going by there. Yeah, it looked like you looked right at me and looked like you stuck your middle finger up in my face.
No, I was doing this. Yeah. You must be really sensitive if it's super flipping you on.
First of all, I'm not an overly sensitive person, and it's the first time in 12 years I've ever stopped someone who I thought put me out, so I don't like that insinuation.
But it turns out that Riggin may at least have been a little overly sensitive. Because even if Bombard did do it, he has the right to do it under the First Amendment, with federal courts upholding it and verbal expletives if he yelled. So, you know, even Bombard could tell something was off and there was this interaction that happened.
So I have a question. If someone flips you off, What is the citation? What's the crime?
So if somebody flicks me off, I don't know if they're signaling to try to get my attention because they need assistance or they need to have a conversation. Because obviously it's not normal behavior, so I'm going to have that conversation.
In there, notice he really didn't answer the question. He just called the behavior abnormal, and being abnormal is not a crime. And to Riggin's credit, and it's a very low bar here because he shouldn't have pulled Bombard over in the first place, he lets him go without a citation. That is, until they get back into their cars, and this happened.
Over as he pulled away, he called me an asshole and said, "Fuck you," with the bird.
A few moments later.
Okay, so now you're under arrest for disorderly conduct. Get out of the car. And put your hand behind your back.
Oh my God, sir.
With Riggin taking Bombard down to the station and locking him up for over an hour, according to his lawyers. And Riggin also having Bombard's car towed because it was parked in front of a no parking sign, even though that's where he pulled him over. With then Bombard's mugshot distributed to local media, and he was put through a whole year of criminal proceedings. And while the charge eventually got dismissed, this whole situation didn't just go away, right? The trouble wasn't over. Because after that video that you just saw went public back in December, the Vermont police took a lot of heat from a lot of angry people. So what did they do? Did they apologize? Eat a little humble pie? No, of course not. They fucking show up to Bombard's door on Christmas Day and they issue him another citation for disorderly conduct. Though fortunately, the local prosecutor refused to pursue those charges, so it was dropped. And what we saw is in the meantime, Bombard hit back with lawyers of his own from the ACLU and the Foundation for Individual Rights and Expression, or FIRE, with him suing the state of Vermont in 2021. And this month, it actually finally settled, with him agreeing to pay $100,000 to Bombard and $75,000 in attorney's fees to the two advocacy groups. With now Bombard saying he's going to take that money and take out his 88-year-old mother out to dinner. Though notably, neither Riggin or the state had to admit to any wrongdoing. So while that is a little bit of justice, it doesn't seem like any of it should have fucking happened, which is why you can join me or not ending this story by giving a little gift to Officer Riggin. But one cop I would not flip off is this one out of New Jersey. I don't know if you've seen this video.
I got smoking conditions.
Right, that is Kevin Long, and what he finds inside of that apartment is an old 70-something couple trapped in the smoke.
Hey, you all right? You all right?
I can't get my husband.
It's fully engulfed. All right, get out.
My husband.
Sir, where are you at? I can't see anything.
Right, and so then with his woman ushered outside to safety, our boy Kevin, he ventures deeper into the apartment, blindly searching for the man who you can hear yelling for help.
Central 3, he's entrapped. I can't get in there. The smoke's too bad.
Right, and this is when Kevin realizes the man's got a medical condition and he can't walk. But he's not in the wheelchair, so Kevin's got to get that out of the way first. But then that is when the man's wife starts trying to come back into the smoke to try to help her husband out. With Kevin having to be like, "Lady, I love you, I get it, but..."
Move! Get out of my way!
With him getting rid of the wheelchair, diving back in, grabbing the man, dragging him outside before collapsing to the ground in a coughing fit. And then, because our boy Kevin, he is just a beast. He says his job's not done. He gets back up and he evacuates 16 other apartments. So luckily, the fire department showed up and contained the fire to just that one. And the worst of it is that the couple went to the hospital for non-life-threatening injuries. Kevin was also treated for smoke inhalation, but released shortly afterward, with him then getting honored by his department and telling NBC.
That would have probably lasted the rest of my career if I didn't get those guys out, and I would have replayed that in my mind every day.
Which is why Kevin is our BAMF of the day, and we can end on the note that in a world of Jay Riggins, be a Kevin.